Well, some nice clear skies for us here in the eastern Sierra. Not nearly as cold and windy as we've seen, and several more nice days ahead. Let's go to the weather map. Sierra Wave Media forecaster Dennis Mattinson noting a monster ridge will build through the entire west coast and British Columbia through the first part of next week, and this will shunt any storms well to our north. Mattinson says we have already seen temperatures take a jump upwards, and this trend will continue through the weekend. Now, although the ridge starts to break down in the middle of next week, temperatures will only decrease slightly. No precipitation in sight for the next 10 days. The only variable is a storm undercutting the ridge at some point, and right now that seems remote, says Mattinson. Low tonight into tomorrow morning for Mammoth, 27 degrees, and also for Bishop in the Owens Valley, 27 degrees. Thursday for Mammoth, June in Mono County, just lots of sunshine. A northeast wind, perhaps 5 to 10 miles an hour in those more wind-prone areas of Mono County, 54. The expected high in Mammoth, low of 28 degrees, and then lots of sunshine both Friday and Saturday, some light wind, 50 the expected high both days, 30 the low overnight Friday into Saturday, and then dropping back down to the lower 20s for Saturday night into Sunday. For the Owens Valley on Thursday, lots of sunshine, some light wind, 55 the expected high in Bishop with a low of 27 degrees. Lots of sunshine and just some light wind on Friday also, 55 the expected high, low of 21 degrees. And that's the exact same forecast for Saturday, just lots of sunshine, barely a breeze, highs in the mid-50s. So going to be enjoying some nice winter weather here in the eastern Sierra. Yeah, it was a little windy yesterday at Bishop Union High School's John Schwab Field. Let's head out to the soccer pitch where there was some High Desert League action. The Bishop Bronco boys and girls varsity soccer teams hosting Fraser Mountain, making the long trek from Lebec. Both Bishop boys and girls varsity soccer teams had started High Desert League play with 2 victories. The Bishop boys, as we're looking at here, came away with the victory, but the girls fell to a tough Fraser Mountain squad. The Bishop Union High School boys varsity soccer team, coached by John McGurk, scored a 1-0 victory against the Fraser Mountain Falcons. Coach McGurk said he thought the boys started out a bit slow, not playing well. He said keeper Steven Santana, he's a senior, he kept Bishop in the game with several great saves. It was 0-0 at halftime, but the Broncos came out stronger in the second half. Coach McGurk said they played with more energy, and the way they got their goal, Danny Lopez down the right wing midway through the second half. Coach McGurk said Lopez made a perfect cross to sophomore Alexis Barajas playing in his first game, and he one-touched the ball into the net. The Bishop Bronco boys varsity soccer team atop the High Desert League standings with a 3-0 record following a 1-0 victory against Fraser Mountain Tuesday at John Schwab Field. Let's take a look at the Bishop girls. Broncos fell to Fraser Mountain 2-0. Now, as we said, tough Fraser Mountain team coming into this game ranked number 3 in this week's Division 7 poll. Bronco coach Kathy McKinley said lost a very disappointing game. Said the Broncos' goal was to beat Fraser and win the league outright this year. She said now we got a long hill to climb. Have to win every game now. Said not impossible by any means, but the Broncos will dig deep, work harder and smarter, and she says hopefully end the league with only 1 loss. As we said, the Bronco girls fell to Fraser Mountain 2-0. Both goals for Fraser Mountain came in the first half when they actually had the wind in their favor. And, well, sure enough, when the Broncos switched sides for the second half, the wind had died down, and Coach McKinley said, when does that ever happen? She noted that Maritza Garcia had a tremendous game, got the player of the game for her tenacity up front. Didn't get any shots off, but worked hard to get the ball back and attacking, and gave the Broncos a chance to score. Maritza Garcia with a fine game for the Broncos, but Bishop falling to Fraser Mountain 2-0 on Tuesday at Bishop Union High School's John Schwab Field. Kathy McKinley, the Bronco coach, we do want to note that her son Cody will be graduating from the Marines this week, so congratulations to the McKinley family. Boy, a lot of congratulations going out to the Tellers and the Five-Biggers in Mammoth Lakes. John Teller of Mammoth Lakes, hey, he won a World Cup ski cross event, and that took place today at Megève, France. Boy, it's just so exciting to be able to get some phone calls in the morning and hear from the Five-Biggers and, again, the Tellers. We talked to Carl Teller, John's dad, and Carl said, yeah, it was a good morning. Now, Debbie Teller, his mom, she actually talked to John, and Carl said that Debbie said John was super excited. He said, hey, the hard work's paying off. I said to Carl Teller, what kind of work you talking about? And Carl said, hey, John's working in the gym, losing weight, gained muscle mass over the summer, and John got a good return on that today. Now, in a meet over the weekend, Teller was finished in 5th place, but then today in Megève, France, out of 32 riders, he qualified 25th. He had to get through 4 races and then won the championship race, beating Finland's Jouni Pellinen. Hey, remember in 2011, John Teller became the first American to win a World Cup ski cross race, and now this one, and his dad Carl Teller said, hey, this never gets old. Marlene Feiberger, John's grandmother, said, oh boy, it was a happy day today. She was hanging a flag out at Alpine Garage, she said. She said, today USA is #1, especially in France, because the French hate the Germans and the Americans. Ha! On Facebook, John Teller wrote, hey, this feels good to finally be on top again. And you can see that race on the internet. A couple of different websites have that. There's also a great story that goes along with this. Last year, John Teller actually had skis go missing. They were stolen, and these are the ones he uses in competition. Earlier this season, he's in Italy, standing in a lift line, sees the guy in front of him with his skis. John Teller says, hey, where'd you get those skis? Actually got them when he came back for a holiday break in the Mammoth area. He was able to get those skis back to his specs, and then he goes out and wins a World Cup ski cross race today. Very happy for Carl and Debbie Teller, owners of the Chevron in Mammoth and the Feibergers of Alpine Garage. Very happy times today in Mammoth Lakes. That's going to wrap up news and information for us here on Sierra Wave TV. As you know, we're part of Sierra Wave Media, along with 92.5 and 96.5. You can hear that radio station streaming on our website, sierrawave.net. Have a great evening, everybody. Good night.